Today, we're diving into a society that wasn't just left to chance, it was designed with a clear, intentional blueprint. We're talking about the Arreqa. It's this incredibly thought out social structure, so yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so you know the classic family tree, right? Branches going up and down. Well, I want you to just toss that idea out for a second. Instead, imagine your most important relationships forming a shape, like a diamond, where every single point is connected and just as vital as the others. That's the exact question the Arreqqana society is built to answer. And this isn't just some nice little metaphor either. I mean it. Their entire social order, from how they build their homes to their family laws, it's all based on this one single geometric idea that dictates how people connect with each other. So let's start right there with that core concept. It's called the love diamond philosophy. And you can think of it as the operating system for pretty much every relationship in their entire culture. So what is the love diamond? It's their model for relationships, which, yeah, often means multiple consenting partners in one family. But it's not chaotic. It's a super carefully balanced structure that's all about having clear roles and a deep, deep understanding that everybody is depending on everybody else. All right, let's break this diamond down. You've got four essential corners. First is responsibility. That's providing and protecting. Then there's desire for intimacy and affection. You also have care, which is all about nurturing and healing. And finally, respect, which means honoring boundaries. But the thing holding it all together, the absolute keystone right in the middle, that's trust. You take that away and the whole thing just falls apart. And this quote? Man, it just nails the whole idea. You can't just be good at one or two corners and call it a day. If any single point, whether it's care, desire, respect, or responsibility, gets ignored, the entire relationship just gets wobbly and unstable. The big takeaway here is that keeping things in balance is a shared job. What's so smart about this is that it's baked into the culture from day one. So, while adults are talking about these big concepts, the kids are learning a simpler version called the caring diamond. Instead of abstract words, they learn through simple icons: a star for help, a heart for kindness, a shield for safety, and hands for sharing. And the setter? Not trust, but something even more fundamental. We belong together. It's genius, really. Okay, so you've got this incredible philosophy, but how do you make it stick? How do you make it real for people every single day? Well, you build it. You literally construct it into the bricks and mortar of their homes. Let's look at how. This quote tells you everything you need to know about their housing. The Arreqqana have this core belief that you should never isolate generations from each other. So visibility and interaction are designed right into their living spaces. It's all about making sure that wisdom and experience are always, always close by. So a typical home isn't just a house. It's what they call a triplex. It's one building with three distinct units. The ground floor is for the elders. They are the foundation, the memory. The middle unit is the main family home, the hub of daily life. And that top unit? That's for guests or for when the family grows. It literally represents the future. The house itself is a physical map of their family structure. And the details get even more intentional. You'll find specific rooms for elder care right on the main family floor, structured living spaces for children, and maybe most importantly, this shared central courtyard called a light court. This open area makes sure that no one is ever truly cut off, physically reinforcing that respect corner of the diamond through constant natural visibility and connection. So we have the big ideas, we have the homes they live in, but what about the people? How do individuals find their place in all of this? Well, this next part is all about function, not about some kind of pecking order. This right here, this is the guiding principle. Your value in the society isn't about your status or being higher up than someone else. It's about what you bring to the table, what you contribute. Everyone has a critical part to play, and every single role is valued for what it does. A perfect way to see this in action is the partnership of wives in one of these multi-partner families. The roles are totally distinct, but they're seen as equal. So you might have one wife who manages the internal world, the household, the kids, the daily flow of life. Meanwhile, another wife focuses on the external world, bringing in money and resources through a business or trade. They're like two different but equally strong pillars holding up the same roof. And of course, you don't just wake up one day knowing your role. There's a whole process. It starts early. At 12, boys begin manhood training, focusing on discipline and service. Then, at 14, girls start womanhood training, which is this fascinating progression from self-care to household leadership, and then, and this is really interesting, to wielding actual social and economic power. But, no society is perfect. Things go wrong. What happens when someone steps out of line, when they break that social contract? The Arreqqana have a really clear system for that too. And it's all about restoration, not just punishment.
Their whole mindset is captured in this one line. See, for them, the point of discipline isn't to crush someone or humiliate them. The goal is to fix what was broken, that social harmony. The whole process is about bringing balance back, both for the person and for the whole community.
And this is where you see a really important split in how they handle things. For adults, sure, consequences can get serious, even leading to banishment in extreme cases. But for children, banishment is never an option, ever. Instead, they're sent to these reformative camps designed to rehabilitate them and bring them back into the fold. The goal is always to restore, never to reject. And the foundation for all this is the Children's Codex. Just 5 simple rules, but wow, are they powerful? They teach empathy. We do not hurt on purpose. They teach responsibility. We fix what we break. But look at that last one. We tell the truth when safe. That's not just about honesty. It's about teaching discernment, a critical life skill. It's a little blueprint for the values you need to keep that social harmony intact. So what we have is a system that's deeply, deeply structured. But does that make it rigid, brittle? Well, this final section shows how this whole model is actually designed to be incredibly adaptive and built to last. See, the core philosophy of the love diamond is the same everywhere, but how it's expressed can change depending on the land and the local culture. So coastal folks might put more emphasis on emotional communication. Mountain people might focus on discipline and duty. And those in the desert, they might prioritize endurance and patience. It's the same diamond, just with different facets polished to a shine. And get this, they are not stuck in the past. Not at all. They use modern tools to teach these foundational principles. Can you imagine an app on your phone to track your relational balance, giving you an alert that your respect corner is dimming? Or kids' books that teach everyone has a corner, and slick animated videos that spread the idea that balance is shared work. They're actively making sure this blueprint stays alive and relevant for the next generation.
So it all comes full circle. From a simple, abstract idea about a shape, the Arreqqana have built this complete, working, and evolving blueprint for how to live together. It's a system where every single piece, the philosophy, the architecture, the roles, the justice, it all connects back to the whole. And that leaves us with one final thought, a question that they actually ask their teens during a rite of passage. It's a challenge, really. A challenge to be intentional about what we contribute. Responsibility, desire, care, or respect. Which corner are you going to strengthen today?